in high definition. Live from the Heartland's favorite news source. The people you know, the news you trust. This is Channel 6 News Midday.
Kids will love it.
It is fun. Well, it is arguably the most popular opera of all time, and you have a chance to see it live next weekend. We'll have details on the season opener for Opera Omaha up next.
But first, we go to the...
It is one of the most famous operas of all time. In fact, it's what Richard Gere took Julia Roberts to see in that hit movie Pretty Woman. La Traviata opens the season for Opera Omaha, and we have Inna Dukach and Jim de Blasis here with the preview. Great to have you both.
Thank
Great
you.
to have you in town.
Thank you.
Yeah, Inna is a talented vocalist, a soprano who's come from New York to play this role, and we want to open the interview talking to you about this particular role. You've played it before. What's so appealing about this?
It's one of my absolute favorite roles to play. Violetta is a very interesting character. She is a kept woman, just like Julia Roberts. And she also has a wonderful transformation where she lives to have fun, and then she meets a young man who just loves her, just for her. And she never had that experience before. And she falls in love with him and changes her life and has somewhat of a tragic ending, but people love that. They love to see the tragedy in opera. It's all the more beautiful.
Yes, and that's part of the show, and no spoiler. You have to go see it to see just how tragic it is. Jim, let's talk about this particular performance. It is obviously one of the most famous. What makes this such a big draw?
Well, I think it's basically the closest to people. It's the most intimate, most domestic opera that he wrote. It's not about kings, it's not about queens, it's not about, you know, it's about real people. And it's fascinating. It's a very simple story, actually. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, girl dies.
You just gave it away!
Talk about it.
Yeah, no, but I mean...
There's detail in between. And
Oh my God, so much detail. I love the piece because I think there's such depth in the characters, especially in Violetta. I admire the way he wrote it. I admire the source. It came from Camille and from La Dama Camelia. And of course, everybody knows the movie Camille, you know, with Greta Garbo.
Right.
So I find great dimension. And what I've tried to do in this production is give it that dimension visually. We're actually going to do it in two worlds. It's all seen through her mind as she's dying. There's a vignette of her in the very beginning. And then it's a matter of when she's lucid and when she's delirious.
Okay.
And we're trying to bring that throughout the opera. And I think it's very exciting what they're doing. She's a wonderful actress, besides being a beautiful woman.
Right.
I mean, I don't mind going to rehearsals every day with Inna.
This hasn't been bad for any of us.
And I love when
I'm blessed.
I love when I have to play the lover's part. Yeah.
I'll stand in for this one. I got this. I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Inna is in town just for two performances, so we are blessed to have her, obviously, for the two. Any extra pressure when you know you only have two chances to nail this?
Oh, yes, I wish I had 5 or 10 chances, but it's just, this music is so gorgeous, and I absolutely love singing it, and I think the audience will love hearing it.
Yeah.
So I'm just so excited to do it here.
I think it's a tremendous opening for this season, the 55th season.
Yes.
I think it's that popularity, and I think once they've now seen her on television, they want to hear her in the house.
Yeah.
You know, and we're going to have the two performances, but tickets are available, you know, through the web and also by calling Opera Omaha.
Okay.
And I hope they'll come.
We have the picture. This is, I mean, perfect, right? They nailed it. They nailed it. Let's show you more information on how you can get the tickets. If you want, go to the website, operaomaha.org. Remember, it's the 5th and 7th. Have time still to make that dinner and reservations set for next weekend. Take your wife out. She'll enjoy the show in Schlossberg Hall at the Orpheum Theater, 7:30 on Friday, and then at 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Inna, Jim, great to meet both of you. Thanks for coming in.
Great to meet you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Enjoy Omaha as much as Jim has enjoyed you so far. Still to come. Final check on Rusty's Hour.